Hey there, folks. First jar of piss of 2021. I thought I was going to be a boss and just down it. And then it started like dribbling down my chin. I was like, nah, I'll be civilized. Delicious. It's crazy how the different layers of your pee can taste. It's like the first half was like apple juice. And then I hit like this salty, minerally layer. Overall, it was really good. So yeah, Leo's already begged to go outside, and I was like, nah, dog. Use the inside cat. I just want to talk about, like, I've had a couple drinks, and I started texting people. And normally I don't, because I'm just like, maybe they won't get what I'm going to send, yada, yada, yada. Maybe they won't respond, yada, yada, yada. I don't know. I just, like, create these stories and just run with them. And now I'm like, I don't care. I'm sending this. They can ignore it or not. Like, 2 people have ignored them, and I sent 4. So, 50-50. And then even responding. I mean, I take a little time to respond. I ain't just going to be like, poop dick. But it brings me back to the whole thing of socializing in, like, grocery stores or whatever. It's like, I always feel a scarcity, because I'm like, if I talk to this person and they start sucking my energy, I can't get away, and they will suck me dry. Whereas with texting, it's like, I can just be like, if their response is retarded, I just won't respond back, or just not even read it if I want to go that far, and just, well, I sent it out there, don't care. I'm just noticing, it's like, I like the way alcohol just breaks that down, where it's like, you don't think about the energy exchange. You're just like, I don't care. I'm sending this. I mean, there was other messages I thought about sending, and I rethunked them. And I was like, nah. So, like, there needs to be some discretion, but I like how it breaks down. It weakens the, like, shitty walls. Because there's, like, picket fences between me and my friends. Or just even anyone. It's just annoying. It's like, kick that shit down. Whereas, like, brick walls or wooden fences, chain link, it's like, those are more barriers, boundaries, some Saturnian energies, but yeah. I've been thinking, I miss smoking weed. I miss being under the influence of THC, is how I will refrain it. I don't actually miss the act of smoking weed. Edibles don't do the same thing, and yeah. Because I was listening to music and I was like, this would be so much better high. Like, it was good, but the effect that music has on you when you're under the influence of that Mary Jane is like, holy shit. It's like that. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? Is he tired? Why don't you go to bed? Why don't you go to bed? You're in the van. I'm not going to leave you. You can go to bed. Do you think there's like second dinner, third dinner? Man. Do you see where he gets his good looks? I've had 2 more drinks. I've had 4 drinks. of like a shot and a half, maybe 2 shots, probably not. I don't know. I'm not like I'm not gonna drink shitty tasting drinks. I usually water them down when they're terrible. So I'm like, I'm not gonna drink water. I'll just put water in my drink, which is a good strategy, by the way, for you boozers out there. Just make a drink that's stiff, and then water it down with like 8 ounces of water, 12, and then that's how you get your water. I had a fact. Oh, my dad started listening to Jordan Peterson, which is interesting. It's like 3 years too late. But everyone's on their path, I understand. I sent him Alan Watts, even though I know it's just going to flop. But the alcohol is like, I don't care. Because I know my brother hates Alan Watts. So I'm sure my dad's probably more like my brother, so I'm sure he's going to hate Alan Watts. But he might like him, because it's like his generation. But I love my Jordan Peterson with a shot of Alan Watts. Actually, I like my Alan Watts with a shot of Jordan Peterson. More like it. I haven't really listened to Jordan Peterson in like 3 years, but he's got good shit to say. But Alan Watts is timeless, classic, multi-dimensional. Like every time I just take the time to just put on an Alan Watts, I hear, sometimes I'm laughing along, sometimes I'm like the crowd. Don't know why he's laughing. You know, it's beautiful. I feel like everyone should Alan Watts it. I feel myself wanting to apologize for the veracity of videos that I'm about to berate out. I'm probably not even going to space them out. They're going to be like 30 minutes apart. But it's just, I don't know, it's how it goes. It's communication. There was a gush in communication from Senor G Space. But how does one get to be like a kitten or like a cat judge? Because if I saw that asshole, I'd be like 10. Look at that. That's a 10. Perfect snoot, eyes beautiful, ears fucked up a little. It's like cauliflower ear. He's got like one cauliflower ear. His beard is fantastic. He's thick but not too fat. His tail's great. If you don't have a cat, I mean, you don't have to have a cat. I didn't need a cat. Sir Douglas fell into my lap. I was content petting street cats, which is, pet your local street cats. I'm the Bob Barker of nothing. I'm the Bob Barker of nothing. I want to steer the conversation back to poop, but I'm like, nah, you've talked about poop enough, man. Don't talk about poop anymore. So we're not going to talk about poop. I think I'm going to blast down to Indy tomorrow. Like, I'm not going to train. Not because of the boozing. Like, if I woke up tomorrow and was like, I'm going to train, then I would, but I've literally felt like shittier and shittier every day. And I didn't sleep. I'm just amazed I'm still going. This is amazing. This is crazy. And like, I don't feel like that death tired that I usually feel when you're just like, boo. I guess that's what you get by hanging out by yourself. But it's weird. thinking. This is my weird thinking face. Apparently the universe was like, you're not going to go to the beach unless Douglas runs away. Fair enough. Definitely could happen. Or you would have went to a bar and got pulled over by cops, which is honestly what I equate this whole thing to. Because the same thing happened in New Mexico. I was like, I want to go to a bar. And then I ended up just buying booze and drinking till Douglas came back. Which, I better be careful every time I say I want to booze. Douglas will be like, well, I'll leave for a day and then you'll really booze. He can tell when the camera's on him. He's like, don't do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. It's going to be hilarious if I'm like a political figure. Not that I would be a political or like somewhat recognizable in a community. And people stumble across these videos and they're like, man, what were you doing in your early 30s? / thank you. For a minute, I thought my dad was a projector. Just how the childhood kind of went. Like, he slept apart from my mom. I was like, well, that makes sense as a projector. And, like, he got kicked out of, like, the immediate family for expressing his opinions that weren't invited. And other shit that seemed projector-esque. Oh, yeah, he, like, got almost dishonorably discharged from the military for not being able to wake up in time. I'm like, that sounds like a projector. So in conversations with him, I'm like almost thinking he's a projector. So it's like okay for us to invite each other. Like there's a mutual energy thing. Holy shit, look at this sweet curl. Dude, this is a curly fry. Dude, that's such a curl. There's 2 curly fries. Oh. I needed horsey sauce. That wasn't as good as I thought. See? You heard him? He's like, let me out, motherfucker. No. Like, you get fucking rich dad, poor dad. This is rich dad. Rich dad says, no. You will not go outside. This video is pointless. But I love it. I'll probably watch this video and be like, I'm hilarious. I actually get self-esteem from watching my own videos. Which I don't know if that's like egotistical or... I just like watch my videos and I don't know, I'm like super... Like when I'm in my own skin, I'm like, holy shit, I sound like a fucktard. And then I watch the video and I'm like, I actually don't sound like that much of a fucktard. We just have shenanigans. And it like boosts my self-esteem a little bit. Actually, a lot of it. It's like I wish I could have that third-party perspective a lot of the time. Because when I'm in my body, I'm like, I'm a fat piece of shit loser that can't talk to people. It's like I'm perpetually 15. And when I look at myself, it's like, no. I'm kind of a badass dude that looks handsome and can do jiu-jitsu and is kind of smart and funny and charming and all those yada things that people like. But I like forget that they're my qualities. It's weird. It's like I almost need to grow up. As in like shift my sense of self from 15 to like 30. Let's do it. Like I'm down. But like I always have this, I always feel like I'm young. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. How does one shift? When does one's ego get set in, and how does one shift one's sense of ego? Like if the ego would change, that would like solve things. It's like a revolving ego. I just solved the future. It's the problem is that the ego like gets stick in the mud, claims their ground. Well, you never know. There might be another video, but I'm gonna let you guys. It's funny how he like hates me on camera, even though he doesn't know what this is. He's like, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Moo!